enthusiastic crowd ready for NFL football here down under in Melbourne, Australia. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. Welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. And off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll get this to the 24-yard line. That's where the opening drive of the game will begin. Seahawks are led out by Sam Darnold, year 9 out of USC. Of course, what a ride it was last year after all the stops. Finally reaching the mountaintop and winning Super Bowl 60.
Maybe the best NFL journey, I don't want to say of all time, Kurt Warner's is pretty unique, but man, you think about the way his career started in New York. Kind of left for dead, bounces around a couple organizations, spends a year as the backup in San Francisco, and then that 1 year in Minnesota, everything changes. He parlays it into a free agent deal a season ago in Seattle. The rest is history. Now he walks onto the field as Super Bowl champion Sam Darnold, and man, it couldn't have happened to a better guy.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down
and 11.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. The coverage right there, and it's knocked away. Incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Dixon on. He punts it away. To return is Johnson. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Baker Mayfield brings the Buccaneers out. Greg, he's 31 now, year 9 in the league. Former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma back in 2018.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
There's a reception for Chris Godwin, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A 19-yard pickup there. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike, and he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Mayfield. They go right back to Godwin. He's got it again. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
A gain of 18.
This duo, dynamite. 18 yards on that connection, and another first. Baker gonna give it to Irvin. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
At the 18-yard line.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. To throw is Mayfield. And he'll take it on in. Jalen McMillan. Touchdown, Tampa.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Buccaneers will take a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Darnold. Open left side is Barner. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. The pressure gets there. Down he goes. Back inside the 20-yard line.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
We'll send out the punt team, and the kick's away. And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Buccaneers offense heading out. Their offensive coordinator is Zach Robinson. Zach, the OC for the Falcons last couple of years before moving here in the division to the Bucs back in January. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but there is a flag down. And we'll check in with our referee. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Pressure all around him, and down he goes. Leonard Williams getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive. Come to the line, got some work to do now. It is 2nd and long. McMillan, the man in motion. Second down throw for Mayfield. The catch made by McMillan. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
It's Otten in motion. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. They'll go right back to McMillan, complete. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, the Bucs have the early lead. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So, on fourth down, Riley Dixon on to punt for Tampa Bay. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
The Seahawks offense ready to take over once again. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
See what they have for second and 10. On play action, here's Darnold. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yardage last season. Good here for the first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Shaheed in motion. Here's the rookie out of Notre Dame, Jadarian Price. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From just shy of midfield, here's second and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. He'll locate Cup. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
It's going to be third. They need 1. They'll try and run for this with Charbonnet. Oh, a loose football. And the Buccaneers come away with the turnover.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
On first down, here's Irvin. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
24-yard gain.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
This drive started to take some nice shape. Another first and 10 here. A give. This is Irving. He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry.
At the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I continue in just a moment. Here's 2nd and 2. That's Ibuka in motion. On the carry, this is Kenneth Gainwell. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
I think what stands out with Kenneth Gainwell, Mike, is that he's just a complete back. Over 1,000 total yards last season, nearly split down the middle. Equally explosive rushing as he is receiving. Just feels like a really good fit in Tampa for what they want to do, and he's going to take over as the main passing back and just another weapon for this explosive offense.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Irving. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
5-yard line.
They go play action with Mayfield. That is caught in the end zone. He's got it. Jalen McMillan. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers move out on top, 14-0.
Buccaneers 14. Seahawks nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Corey Horton now to return it. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The
Seahawks offense and running back Zach Charbonnet set to go again. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Shaheed in motion. Darnold now on 1st and 10. He'll find Price out of the backfield.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Huff brings it in left side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 23
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Smith and Jigba has it on that out route. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
First down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
The reception for Rashid Shaheed. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This about as short as you can get. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are on the board just before halftime. So, halftime straight ahead. And we'll send it to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Bucs offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. On the handoff, it's Irving. Trying to push his way to the line of scrimmage. He's not going to get there. Stopped by the defense. That's a loss of a yard.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
On second down, Baker to the left side to Godwin. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Throwing is Baker. And that is incomplete. Jalen McMillan, what he was looking for there. And that'll set up fourth down.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Seahawks offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Cup in motion. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Open man is Horton. It's caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
16 yards.
Trying to claw their way back into this one, and that'll help. It's a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. Zach Charbonnet was the intended target, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Darnold to throw on 2nd down. Pass right side, that is hauled in by Horton. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Charbonnet. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
On the play.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
They'll run for it with Charbonnet. And he will have the Seahawks 1st down. They go for it on 4th and 2, and they get 6 yards.
They knew they were in a tough spot here defensively. Anytime a team gets you down into these 4th and short situations, we've kind of seen this take hold in the NFL. The ability of offenses to generate 1st downs on 4th down continues to improve year after year, and defenses have a hard time winning these gotta-have-it moments.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. He pulls it in around the 5. To the pylon, he's in. Cooper Kupp, touchdown Seattle. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now we'll get a 2-point try here. Darnold has the offense lined up.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point
now faking
conversion.
the give, and that's going to be incomplete. But hold on, there is a flag down. Let's see what we've got.
Defense.
Well, the crowd called for it, the sideline called for it, the entire field called for it, but over on that visiting sideline, you got a coach saying, hey, man, we got to call this thing both ways. We've seen contact like this all game.
They'll try to pick this up with a run. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They marked him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Bucks ball and Bucky Irving, and the Tampa offense returns to the field. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Mayfield. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's Mayfield. A throw there on 2nd down. Going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Open man, left side, he's got it. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
A gain there of 20. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay. They'll run with Irving. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Mayfield. This pass is caught by Cade Otton. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Come to the line now for 1st down and 10. 4th quarter begins on the ground. And a nice job able to dance away and get forward for a pickup of a half dozen.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And he just does manage to get rid of this one. Hounded by the defense. They nearly got him. Incomplete, setting up 3rd down.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Seahawks 33-yard line.
Mayfield. Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
That is caught. He got Godwin. They get 18 on the pitching catch. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Buccaneers.
And what a clutch throw here on third down to keep this drive alive. Now, in a perfect world, they'd love to go down there and get points. But at a bare minimum, milk the clock. Leave the least amount of time possible if you do have to give the ball back to your opponent. And if you're this defense, it feels like the time to get off the field is right now.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
See what they have for 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. He finds his tight end, Keith. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Gain on the play. And it's third down.
That's Ibuka in motion. Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. That's going to be hard. Emeka Ibuka. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Buccaneers 21, Seahawks 9.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Horton. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Jackson Smith and Jigba. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun. It's Darnold. Over the middle. It's Cup. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
That's good for a Seahawks.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. He'll find Price out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Jadarian Price. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, they come up for 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Pass is completed to Cup. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
12 yards.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
42-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here comes 2nd down. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. To throw again is Darnold. Taken in right side by Barner. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts.
Seahawks.
They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
10 at the 21-yard line.
Two timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold again. There's a short one taken in by Barner.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Center leads him up for 2nd and 5. Darnold to the air once more. That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's...
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Touchdown.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession. So they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back. And it's not going to be easy.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. His kick is good. And the Seahawks have cut the deficit to 5.
Buccaneers 21, Seahawks 16.
A one-score game late. You figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. That's Ibuka in motion. On the ground, it's Irvin. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the 4th.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 44-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. It's Otten in motion. Right back to Irving. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. And they'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away.
For Tampa Bay.
This is going to work out for him.
The Seahawks
out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10.
9-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So, a win here for the Buccaneers. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL.